Hi, CloudTrucks owner-operators, fleet owners, and drivers. Thanks for tuning in to this month's CloudTrucks 10-4. My name is V, and I work on the customer success team at CloudTrucks as a business consultant for my virtual carrier clients. Stay tuned to hear what's rolling your way in the middle of the first quarter of 2024. We'll also share a conversation I had recently with a fleet owner who was dealing with an unexpected truck repair in some unideal circumstances. But first, have you heard about the Guaranteed Revenue program that CloudTrucks launched this month? If you're like many of the drivers I've spoken to about it, you either haven't heard of it or you have a vague idea about what it is. If that sounds like you, listen up, because this program, called GRP for short, is already acting as a game changer for many of our drivers. And once you understand how it works, I bet it will be for you too. Basically, the GRP is meant to give you more peace of mind and revenue consistency out on the road. It provides revenue protection because we're guaranteeing that you won't earn less than a certain amount, as long as you're out on the road working hard. For example, as long as you run on average at least 2,000 loaded miles weekly, we guarantee you won't make less than $4,500 in gross revenue. Another way to think of that we're guaranteeing that you'll make on average not less than $2.25 a mile. And CT is putting our money where our mouth is. We're paying out all of our virtual carrier drivers who happen to make less. And we're doing that automatically, so you don't have to opt in to be eligible, and you don't have to submit reimbursement or any paperwork to get paid out. We've got you completely covered, so you can just focus on driving. You might be thinking, well, I certainly hope and expect to make much more money than $4,500 gross in a week if I put in that many miles. And you'd be completely right. We also expect that. But even the most skilled self-dispatching drivers sometimes have some bad luck with loads falling through or unexpected downtime. That's why this provides peace of mind. It's kind of like buying homeowners insurance. It's not that you expect for a tree to fall through the roof of your house, but if it does happen, you'll be glad you were covered. CloudTrucks understands that this long-lasting down market has been especially difficult on hardworking independent owner-operators, but it seems like the market is going to shift sooner than later. So get out there and make some money. And if you want to learn more about GRP, find the link in this month's newsletter or in the CloudTrucks Help Center, or you can inquire with your business consultant on the customer success team. This Monday morning, I spoke with one of our virtual carrier truck owners, Corey. Monday mornings sometimes have these kinds of calls. Things blew up over the weekend and need to get sorted out right away. I bet a lot of listeners will find this story very relatable. Corey was dealing with a driver facing poor weather conditions and a truck breakdown while loaded, emergency roadside assistance he wasn't sure he could trust. Then the price of the repair went from manageable to not so much. And of course, this all happened to happen on a Sunday.
Yeah, we had a big issue this weekend and still going on right now. So we delivered a load. The load got dragged out. Trey had to stay overnight. We picked up another load to drive it back, and our truck broke down. All right, cool. Yeah, so it was cool. We were thinking we seen what it was, a small coolant leak. But then it became a bigger job. I didn't have the money for that. So I called CloudTrucks and I was like, hey, this is the issue. I wanted to see if I can get it and advance on my loads, and then I'll just pay it back every week. And it was like, yeah, just send us the invoice or whatever. But then nobody made the call. So I was like, okay, cool. So I had the guy fix the truck, and then nobody answered the phone.
Okay.
And so
you mean once
now,
the truck was fixed, you couldn't get in touch with the support team to pay it?
Yeah, I did. I tried it. They said they had to send it to escalation department. And then I'm like,
over the
God.
weekend, Corey?
Yeah, that was yesterday. Drivers had to put them in a hotel because We don't have the money to pay for that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, first of all, sorry you had. It sounds like a stressful time this weekend.
Oh, I didn't. I had to go to work at 2:00 this morning, and I didn't sleep well because Trey he's stuck, and then it started freezing, so he couldn't even leave. The roads became so icy and stuff in Dallas. So yeah, it was just a bad night last night.
Yeah, sounds like it. I'm really sorry about that.
No, it's okay. Trey is stuck at the hotel right now, but we're just waiting for Cloud to, if they can go ahead and pay those people so we can go ahead and get on the road. We have a load that we've been in contact with the broker, like, hey, our truck broke down or whatever, but we have a load that we needed to get off on Saturday, and we still have it on our truck.
It really depends partly on the amount of the advance and the repair of who's going to handle. Like, for example, they got the invoice, and then it turns out that the cost was double that.
It came out more than that. So at the time, I was thinking it was only going to be $2,000.
Yeah.
And then when they finished it, we had some airline leak, and I was like, these people are just robbing us. It's the people on the side of the road. Well, I just need to get my guy back on the road until we can make some money.
Yep, got it. Don't worry. Take a deep breath. I know it's hard when these kinds of things happen over the weekend. Either way, we're going to get this figured out. I'm going to advocate for you and your driver. We just need to help get this taken care of so that you can get your driver back on the road.
This just came out of the blue. I didn't expect this.
Right, of course. And that's the way it always is. And we have a new maintenance savings account option that you can put money into because you can't.
Oh, I need that. I need that.
We'll get this sorted out.
So this is okay. Yeah, I'm frustrated about this, but I really love the way that Cloud does business. If I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. And I told those people, okay, after I got off the phone with her, because once I seen the bill was getting high, I was like, oh, I got to call Cloud. I can't pay for this. And when they told me, hey, just send us the invoice, I was like, oh, I got some relief. Yeah. So I was like, all right, cool. And then they started working. And I can't get a hold of nobody. I was like, I felt kind of like bad. They're like,
I know left. Well, just remember, Corey, that we consider you our business partner, that I am a resource for you. This kind of thing that can be really stressful for you as an independent truck owner, fleet owner, to handle on your own. And it's good to have resources that are advocates for you, and that's what my job is.
It's freezing 12 degrees outside up there in Dallas, and these people who worked on the truck is just waiting.
And they give you pressure because they want that truck out.
They gave me pressure.
Yes.
They giving me so, and this isn't in the shop. It's in a parking lot. Mm-hmm. Can somebody call them and kind of reassure them?
I will do that. I'll do that right now.
All right.
I'm going to call them myself. Sure thing.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Speaking of cash advances, in order to make requesting them easier and more transparent, CloudTrucks just released improvements to our in-app process. Now you can choose how much to request, up to 50% of the total line haul revenue. And if any load is ineligible for a cash advance, we'll always explain why for added transparency. And as mentioned in my call with Corey, CloudTrucks now offers an optional maintenance savings fund option to automatically set aside savings for your use. If interested or to sign up, search in the CloudTrucks Help Center for the article on understanding cash advances or contact your business consultant. Thanks, Corey, for sharing your story with other drivers listening to the show and for your fantastic attitude in the face of adversity. I look forward to working with you more as you grow your business with us. On to some industry news. Do you know how much brokers actually make on the loads you work so hard to deliver on time? OverdriveOnline.com reported recently that although the answer is difficult to determine, DAT's chief of analytics took a stab at what the cut actually looks like. Flatbed brokers came out with the highest average margin of more than 15%, with dry van following at 13%. To learn more, find the link to the article from your January emailed CloudTrucks newsletter. From our safety team, huge kudos to our safety all-stars who completed clean level 1 and 2 inspections this month. For Clean Level 1, we have Samuel W. Hungerford. And for Clean Level 2, we have Khalifa Mahood and Jeffrey Nichenko. Keep up the good work, and let's get a few more clean inspections on the board next month. Thanks for listening to the CloudTrucks 10-4 podcast. You can count on a new episode every month. Reach us at podcast@cloudtrucks.com if you have any questions, feedback, or ideas for us. Also, please write us a review about our show wherever you listen to podcasts. We would love to read what you think. Be sure to follow or subscribe so you'll catch next month's episode. And in the meantime, happy driving from the CloudTrucks team.